Question 1. What year did the Battle of Hastings take place? A. 1066, B. 1215, C. 1415, D. 1605. Answer: A. 1066. The Battle of Hastings, a pivotal event in English history, took place in the year 1066. Question 2. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? A. Margaret Thatcher, B. Elizabeth II, C. Mary I, D. Indira Gandhi. Answer: A. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, serving from 1979 to 1990. Question 3. What document, signed in 1215, limited the powers of the king? A. The Bill of Rights, B. The Magna Carta, C. The Act of Settlement, D. The Charter of Liberties. Answer: B. The Magna Carta. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was a landmark document that limited the powers of the king and laid the foundation for modern democracy. Question 4. During which years did the Victorian era occur? A. 1837 to 1901, B. 1702 to 1714, C. 1558 to 1603, D. 1485 to 1509. Answer: A. 1837 to 1901. The Victorian era spanned from 1837 to 1901, coinciding with Queen Victoria's reign. Question 5. What was the purpose of Hadrian's War? A. To protect against Viking invasions, B. To mark the boundary of the Roman Empire, C. To serve as a trade barrier, D. To commemorate Emperor Hadrian's visit to Britain. Answer: B. To mark the boundary of the Roman Empire. Hadrian's War was built to mark the northern limit of Roman Britain and protect against invasions. Question 6. Who is considered the national poet of Scotland? A. William Shakespeare, B. Robert Burns, C. Dylan Thomas, D. James Joyce. Answer: B. Robert Burns. Robert Burns is considered the national poet of Scotland, celebrated for his poems and songs in Scots and English. Question 7. In what year did the Act of Union between England and Scotland take place? A. 1603, B. 1707, C. 1801, D. 1901. Answer: B. 1707. The Act of Union between England and Scotland took place in 1707, officially uniting the two countries into the Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 8. What event is commemorated by Guy Fawkes Night? A. The restoration of the monarchy, B. The Battle of Agincourt, C. The signing of the Magna Carta, D. The Gunpowder Plot. Answer: D. The Gunpowder Plot. Guy Fawkes Night commemorates the Gunpowder Plot of 1605, an attempted assassination of King James I and the Parliament. Question 9. Who was the British monarch during the American War of Independence? A. George III, B. Elizabeth I, C. Victoria, D. Henry VIII. Answer: A. George III. King George III was the British monarch during the American War of Independence. Question 10. What is the significance of the Magna Carta in English history? A. It established the Church of England, B. It ended the Wars of the Roses, C. It limited the powers of the king and protected the rights of the nobility, D. It granted independence to the American colonies. Answer: C. It limited the powers of the king and protected the rights of the nobility. The Magna Carta is a foundational document of English liberties and law. Question 11. Which scientist is credited with discovering penicillin? A. Isaac Newton. B. Charles Darwin. C. Alexander Fleming. D. Louis Pasteur. Answer: C. Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming is credited with discovering penicillin in 1928, revolutionizing medicine with the introduction of antibiotics. Question 12. Which king established the Church of England? A. Henry VIII. B. Edward VI. C. Charles I. D. James I. Answer: A. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII established the Church of England in the 16th century as part of the Protestant Reformation. Question 13. Name the ship that brought the Pilgrim Fathers to America. A. The Mayflower. B. The Santa Maria. C. The Endeavour. D. The Victory. Answer: A. The Mayflower. The Mayflower was the ship that transported the Pilgrim Fathers to America in 1620. Question 14. When did women in the UK gain the right to vote? A. 1918. B. 1928. C. 1945. D. 1969. Answer: A. 1918. Women in the UK gained the right to vote in 1918, although initially it was limited to women over the age of 30 who met certain property qualifications. The right was extended to all women over the age of 21 in 1928. Question 15. What major world event did the Treaty of Versailles in 1919 conclude? A. World War I. B. The Napoleonic Wars. C. World War II. D. The Crimean War. Answer: A. World War I. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, officially concluded World War I and imposed significant penalties on Germany. Question 16. Describe the main outcome of the Battle of Britain in 1940. A. German forces successfully invaded Britain. B. Britain maintained control of the English Channel. C. The British Royal Air Force defeated the German Luftwaffe. D. It marked the beginning of the end for the British Empire. Answer: C. The British Royal Air Force defeated the German Luftwaffe. The main outcome of the Battle of Britain was the successful defense against German air attacks, preventing a German invasion. Question 17. When was the National Health Service, NHS, established? A. 1920. B. 1948. C. 1952. D. 1965. Answer: B. 1948. The National Health Service, NHS, was established in 1948 to provide healthcare services funded by taxation to all UK residents. Question 18. Who was the monarch at the time of the Spanish Armada? A. Henry VIII. B. Elizabeth I. C. James I. D. Victoria. Answer: B. Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I was the monarch during the time of the Spanish Armada in 1588. Question 19. In which century did the Industrial Revolution begin? A. 16th century. B. 17th century. C. 18th century. D. 19th century. Answer: C. 18th century. The Industrial Revolution began in the 18th century, transforming Britain's economy and society with advances in manufacturing, technology, and transportation. Question 20. What is the longest river in the UK? A. The Thames. B. The Severn. C. The Trent. D. The Mersey. Answer: B. The Severn. The Severn is the longest river in the UK, flowing through both Wales and England. Question 21. Which event marked the start of the English Civil War? A. The execution of Charles I. B. The Battle of Naseby. C. The signing of the Petition of Right. D. The raising of the King's Standard at Nottingham. Answer: D. The raising of the King's Standard at Nottingham. This act in 1642 is considered the start of the English Civil War. Question 22. What are the main components of the UK Parliament? A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. B. The Prime Minister and the Cabinet. C. The Supreme Court and the House of Commons. D. The Monarchy and the House of Lords. Answer: A. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. These are the two chambers that make up the UK Parliament, along with the monarch in a ceremonial role. Question 23. Who was the Prime Minister at the start of World War II? A. Winston Churchill. B. Neville Chamberlain. C. Clement Attlee. D. Anthony Eden. Answer: B. Neville Chamberlain. Chamberlain was Prime Minister at the start of World War II in 1939, before being succeeded by Winston Churchill in 1940. Question 24. What is the principle of habeas corpus? A. The right to bear arms. B. The right to freedom of speech. C. The protection against arbitrary imprisonment. D. The right to a fair trial. Answer: C. The protection against arbitrary imprisonment. Habeas corpus is a legal principle that requires a person under arrest to be brought before a judge or into court. Question 25. What are the key features of the United Kingdom's climate? A. Tropical and humid. B. Dry and arid. C. Temperate and maritime. D. Cold and polar. Answer: C. Temperate and maritime. The UK's climate is characterised by its mild temperatures and moderate rainfall, influenced by its island position and the North Atlantic current. Question 26. Name the first woman to be awarded the Nobel Prize in 2 different scientific fields associated with the UK. A. Rosalind Franklin. B. Dorothy Hodgkin. C. Marie Curie. D. Ada Lovelace. Answer: C. Marie Curie. Although not British by birth, Marie Curie's significant scientific achievements are celebrated in the UK and worldwide. She won Nobel Prizes in physics and chemistry. Question 27. What is the title given to the heir apparent of the British throne? A. Duke of Edinburgh. B. Prince of Wales. C. Earl of March. D. Marquess of Queensberry. Answer: B. Prince of Wales. The title traditionally given to the heir apparent of the British throne is Prince of Wales. Question 28. What significant event did the Glorious Revolution lead to in terms of the monarchy? A. The abolition of the monarchy. B. The establishment of a republic. C. The introduction of constitutional monarchy. D. The restoration of the Catholic Church. Answer: C. The introduction of constitutional monarchy. The Glorious Revolution of 1688 led to the establishment of a constitutional monarchy in England. Question 29. When did the UK join the European Union? A. 1957. B. 1973. C. 1984. D. 1992. Answer: B. 1973. The UK joined the European Economic Community, which later became the European Union, in 1973. Question 30. Describe the main focus of the Beveridge Report. A. To promote free trade. B. To outline the foundations of the welfare state. C. To advocate for women's suffrage. D. To propose educational reforms. Answer. B. To outline the foundations of the welfare state. The Beveridge Report of 1942 proposed widespread reforms to address social welfare issues, laying the groundwork for the modern UK welfare state. Question 31. Who was responsible for the establishment of the Commonwealth? A. Queen Victoria. B. Winston Churchill. C. Elizabeth II. D. George VI. Answer. D. George VI. The modern Commonwealth was established during the reign of George VI, following the decolonization of the British Empire. Question 32. Name the treaty that ended the War of the Spanish Succession. A. The Treaty of Utrecht. B. The Treaty of Versailles. C. The Treaty of Westphalia. D. The Treaty of Paris. Answer. A. The Treaty of Utrecht. The Treaty of Utrecht in 1713 ended the War of the Spanish Succession and marked the decline of Spanish power in Europe. Question 33. What historical period is known for the development of the English Gothic architecture? A. The Norman period. B. The Elizabethan era. C. The medieval period. D. The Victorian era. Answer. C. The medieval period. The English Gothic architecture style was predominantly developed during the medieval period. Question 34. Which law marked the beginning of the abolition of the slave trade in the British Empire? A. The Emancipation Act. B. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. C. The Mansfield Case. D. The Abolition of the Slave Trade Act. Answer. B. The Slave Trade Act of 1807. This act made it illegal to engage in the slave trade within the British Empire. Question 35. What is the main purpose of the Prime Minister's role in the UK? A. To serve as the head of state. B. To lead the government and execute policies. C. To preside over the House of Lords. D. To act as the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Answer. B. To lead the government and execute policies. The Prime Minister is the head of the UK government, responsible for overseeing the operation of the government and the implementation of its policies. Question 36. When was the first census conducted in the United Kingdom? A. 1086. B. 1801. C. 1901. D. 1945. Answer. B. 1801. The first official census in the United Kingdom was conducted in 1801. Question 37. Which British invention played a crucial role in the computational revolution? A. The steam engine. B. The spinning jenny. C. The programmable computer. D. The telephone. Answer. C. The programmable computer. British mathematician and logician Alan Turing played a key role in the development of theoretical computational science, leading to the modern computer. Question 38. Describe the impact of the Black Death on medieval England. A. It led to a significant increase in the population. B. It had no noticeable impact. C. It resulted in major social and economic upheaval due to massive population loss. D. It improved living conditions for survivors. Answer. C. It resulted in major social and economic upheaval due to massive population loss. The Black Death drastically reduced the population, leading to labor shortages and significant changes in social and economic structures. Question 39. Who were the main combatants in the Battle of Trafalgar? A. France and Spain versus the United Kingdom. B. The United Kingdom versus Germany. C. The United States versus the United Kingdom. D. The United Kingdom versus the Ottoman Empire. Answer A. France and Spain versus the United Kingdom. The Battle of Trafalgar in 1805 was a naval engagement between the British Royal Navy and the combined fleets of France and Spain. Question 40. What legal reform did the Married Women's Property Act achieve in the 19th century? A. It allowed women to vote. B. It permitted women to own property independently of their husbands. C. It granted women equal rights in the workplace. D. It abolished marriage. Answer B. It permitted women to own property independently of their husbands. The Married Women's Property Act of 1882 was a significant legal reform that allowed married women to own, manage, and control property in their own right. Question 41. When did the UK decriminalise homosexuality between men? A. 1967. B. 1973. C. 1981. D. 2000. Answer A. 1967. Homosexuality between men was decriminalised in England and Wales in 1967 with the passing of the Sexual Offences Act. Question 42. What was the primary cause of the Great Famine in Ireland? A. A potato disease known as blight. B. A blockade by the British Navy. C. Overpopulation. D. A drought. Answer A. A potato disease known as blight. The Great Famine in Ireland was primarily caused by a potato disease known as blight, which devastated the crop that was a staple food for much of the population. Question 43. Who is known as the father of the Royal Navy? A. Sir Francis Drake. B. Henry VIII. C. Winston Churchill. D. Admiral Lord Nelson. Answer B. Henry VIII. King Henry VIII is known as the father of the Royal Navy due to his efforts to build a powerful naval fleet. Question 44. What was the outcome of the 1707 Acts of Union? A. The creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. B. The independence of Scotland from England. C. The establishment of the Commonwealth. D. The separation of Ireland from Great Britain. Answer A. The creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The Acts of Union in 1707 united the kingdoms of England and Scotland into a single sovereign state known as the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Question 45. What is the historical significance of the Domesday Book? A. It was the first English dictionary. B. It recorded the aftermath of the Black Death. C. It was a survey ordered by William the Conqueror. D. It outlined the laws of the Anglo-Saxons. Answer C. It was a survey ordered by William the Conqueror. The Domesday Book is historically significant as a comprehensive survey of England, ordered by William the Conqueror in 1086. Question 46. Describe the impact of the Enclosure Acts on rural life. A. They improved the living standards of rural populations. B. They facilitated the Industrial Revolution by encouraging migration to cities. C. They preserved traditional farming methods. D. They expanded the rights of rural workers. Answer B. They facilitated the Industrial Revolution by encouraging migration to cities. The Enclosure Acts allowed for the privatization of common lands, leading to significant changes in agriculture and rural life, and encouraging the migration of displaced workers to urban areas for employment. Question 47. When did the UK's transition to a decimal currency system occur? A. 1914. B. 1969. C. 1971. D. 1983. Answer C. 1971. The UK transitioned to a decimal currency system on 15 February 1971, known as Decimal Day, moving away from pounds, shillings and pence to a system based on pounds and pence only. Question 48. What principle did the 1689 Bill of Rights establish in England? A. The divine right of kings. B. The supremacy of parliamentary legislation. C. The right to bear arms for self-defense. D. Universal suffrage. Answer B. The supremacy of parliamentary legislation. The 1689 Bill of Rights established several important principles, including the supremacy of parliamentary legislation over royal prerogatives. Question 49. Name the king who lost the American colonies. A. Charles II. B. George III. C. Edward VII. D. Henry VIII. Answer B. George III. King George III was the monarch during the period of the American Revolutionary War, which led to the loss of the American colonies. Question 50. What was the primary reason for constructing the British canal system? A. To improve national defence. B. For recreational boating. C. To transport agricultural products. D. To facilitate the Industrial Revolution by transporting goods. Answer D. To facilitate the Industrial Revolution by transporting goods. The British canal system was primarily constructed to transport raw materials and manufactured goods during the Industrial Revolution, significantly boosting the economy. Question 51. How did the Reform Act 1832 change the British electoral system? A. It abolished the monarchy. B. It extended the vote to all men and women over the age of 21. C. It redistributed parliamentary seats and widened the electorate. D. It introduced electronic voting. Answer C. It redistributed parliamentary seats and widened the electorate. The Reform Act 1832 addressed electoral inequality by redistributing seats to new urban areas and widening the electorate, though it still excluded most working-class men and all women. Question 52. What significant event in space exploration is associated with the UK in 1957? A. The launch of the first British astronaut. B. The founding of the British Space Agency. C. The launch of the first satellite by the UK. D. The UK's contribution to the development of the International Space Station. Answer C. The launch of the first satellite by the UK, while the UK did not launch its own satellite in 1957. That would be the Ariel 1 satellite in 1962. As a collaboration with the US, it has played a significant role in space exploration, including significant contributions to satellite technology and space science. Question 53. What led to the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland? A. The Act of Union 1707. B. The Act of Union 1800. C. The Good Friday Agreement. D. The Magna Carta. Answer B. The Act of Union 1800. The Acts of Union 1800, coming into effect in 1801, united the Kingdom of Great Britain with the Kingdom of Ireland to form the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, which later became the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland following the partition of Ireland in 1922. Question 54. Name the peace treaty that concluded the American Revolutionary War. A. The Treaty of Paris 1763. B. The Treaty of Versailles 1919. C. The Treaty of Paris 1783. D. The Treaty of Ghent 1814. Answer C. The Treaty of Paris 1783, The Treaty of Paris 1783 ended the American Revolutionary War, recognizing American independence from Britain. Question 55. What major global conflict was the Treaty of Utrecht part of resolving? A. The 100 Years' War. B. The War of the Spanish Succession. C. World War I. D. The Napoleonic Wars. Answer: B. The War of the Spanish Succession. The Treaty of Utrecht, 1713, helped end the War of the Spanish Succession, marking the decline of Spanish power and the rise of the British Empire. Question 56. Who was known as the Iron Lady in British politics? A. Queen Elizabeth I. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Theresa May. D. Angela Merkel. Answer: B. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1979 to 1990, was nicknamed the Iron Lady for her leadership style and conservative policies. Question 57. What was the main achievement of the suffragettes in the early 20th century? A. The right to equal pay. B. The right for women to vote. C. The establishment of the National Health Service. D. The decriminalization of homosexuality. Answer: B. The right for women to vote. The suffragettes were instrumental in securing the right to vote for women, a major milestone achieved with the Representation of the People Act 1918 and extended to all women over 21 in 1928. Question 58. During which conflict was the charge of the Light Brigade? A. The Crimean War. B. The Boer War. C. World War I. D. The Napoleonic Wars. Answer: A. The Crimean War. The charge of the Light Brigade occurred during the Battle of Balaclava in 1854 in the Crimean War and is famous for the bravery and heavy casualties of the British cavalry. Question 59. What invention is James Watt credited with improving, significantly contributing to the Industrial Revolution? A. The spinning jenny. B. The steam engine. C. The cotton gin. D. The telegraph. Answer: B. The steam engine. James Watt is credited with making significant improvements to the steam engine, which played a crucial role in advancing the Industrial Revolution. Question 60. Who were the Anglo-Saxons? A. A group of settlers from Scandinavia. B. A Celtic tribe in ancient Britain. C. Germanic tribes who settled in Britain in the early Middle Ages. D. The first Roman settlers in Britain. Answer: C. Germanic tribes who settled in Britain in the early Middle Ages. The Anglo-Saxons were Germanic tribes that settled in what is now England from the 5th century onwards. Question 61. What was the purpose of the Statute of Puddlen in 1284? A. To annex Wales to the Crown of England. B. To establish the Church of England. C. To declare war on Scotland. D. To reform the agricultural system in England. Answer: A. To annex Wales to the Crown of England. The Statute of Puddlen in 1284 was significant for integrating Wales into the legal and administrative system of England, effectively annexing Wales under English rule. Question 62. Describe the significance of Stonehenge. A. It was a medieval castle. B. It is an ancient astronomical observatory. C. It served as a Roman amphitheatre. D. It is a prehistoric monument believed to have been used for ceremonial or religious purposes. Answer: D. It is a prehistoric monument believed to have been used for ceremonial or religious purposes. Stonehenge, one of the most famous prehistoric monuments in the world, is believed to have been constructed from 3000 BC to 2000 BC and used for various ceremonial or religious purposes. Question 63. What marks the beginning of Britain's agricultural revolution? A. The invention of the seed drill by Jethro Tull. B. The signing of the Magna Carta. C. The Battle of Waterloo. D. The introduction of the potato from the New World. Answer. A. The invention of the seed drill by Jethro Tull. The agricultural revolution in Britain began in the 18th century, marked by significant advancements such as Jethro Tull's invention of the seed drill, which improved agricultural efficiency. Question 64. Who was the British monarch during the 7 Years' War? A. Queen Anne. B. King George II. C. King George III. D. Queen Victoria. Answer. B. King George II. King George II was the British monarch at the start of the 7 Years' War, which lasted from 1756 to 1763, and was a global conflict involving most of the great powers of the time. Question 65. What is the origin of the term Britain? A. It comes from the Roman name Britannia. B. It is derived from the Anglo-Saxon term for land of the Britons. C. It was named after a medieval king. D. It originated from the Norse word for the islands. Answer. A. It comes from the Roman name Britannia. The term Britain originates from Britannia, the name given by the Romans to the province that included what is now England and Wales. Question 66. What was the impact of the 1944 Education Act? A. It established compulsory primary education for all children. B. It introduced the modern system of secondary education in England and Wales. C. It created the National Health Service. D. It abolished all forms of education. Answer. B. It introduced the modern system of secondary education in England and Wales. The 1944 Education Act was a landmark piece of legislation that raised the school-leaving age and created a more universal system of education for children in England and Wales, including the tripartite system. Question 67. What role does the Speaker of the House of Commons play? A. Decides on policy and legislation. B. Acts as the head of the government. C. Presides over debates, maintaining order and neutrality. D. Represents the UK in diplomatic matters. Answer. C. Presides over debates, maintaining order and neutrality. The Speaker of the House of Commons has a crucial role in managing debates, ensuring that proceedings are conducted in an orderly manner, and upholding the impartiality of the debate process. Question 68. Name the operation that led to the evacuation of British and Allied troops from Dunkirk in 1940. A. Operation Overlord. B. Operation Dynamo. C. Operation Barbarossa. D. Operation Torch. Answer. B. Operation Dynamo. Operation Dynamo was the code name for the evacuation of British and Allied troops from Dunkirk, France, in May-June 1940 during World War II. Question 69. Who was the British explorer that claimed Australia for Britain in 1770? A. Sir Francis Drake. B. Captain James Cook. C. Sir Walter Raleigh. D. Henry Hudson. Answer. B. Captain James Cook. Captain James Cook is credited with claiming Australia for Britain in 1770 during his first voyage of discovery. Question 70. Describe the main effect of the Great Reform Act of 1832 on the electoral system. A. It significantly reduced the number of voters. B. It made the House of Lords the primary legislative body. C. It expanded the electorate, addressing some of the most egregious rotten boroughs. D. It introduced proportional representation. Answer. C. It expanded the electorate, addressing some of the most egregious rotten boroughs. The Great Reform Act of 1832 made significant changes to the British electoral system, expanding the electorate by redistributing seats from less populated areas to burgeoning industrial towns and cities. Question 71. What was the main focus of the British foreign policy known as splendid isolation? A. To form a global coalition against France. B. To maintain a stance of non-involvement in European alliances and conflicts. C. To colonize the Americas. D. To engage in continuous warfare. Answer. B. To maintain a stance of non-involvement in European alliances and conflicts. Splendid isolation refers to Britain's late 19th century policy of avoiding formal alliances, focusing instead on its empire and naval dominance. Question 72. Who is the longest reigning monarch in British history? A. Queen Elizabeth II. B. Queen Victoria. C. King George III. D. King Henry VIII. Answer. A. Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth II became the longest reigning monarch in British history, surpassing the previous record held by her great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria. Question 73. What significant social change was achieved by the Civil Partnership Act 2004? A. It legalized same-sex marriage. B. It allowed same-sex couples to form civil partnerships, granting rights similar to marriage. C. It abolished civil partnerships. D. It introduced universal suffrage. Answer. B. It allowed same-sex couples to form civil partnerships, granting rights similar to marriage. The Civil Partnership Act 2004 was a significant step towards equality, allowing same-sex couples to obtain many of the same legal rights as married heterosexual couples. Question 74. When was the Scottish Parliament established following devolution? A. 1707. B. 1999. C. 2007. D. 2014. Answer. B. 1999. The Scottish Parliament was established in 1999 following devolution, which granted Scotland a measure of legislative autonomy within the United Kingdom. Question 75. What historical figure is known for their "I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat" speech? A. Winston Churchill. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Tony Blair. D. Elizabeth I. Answer. A. Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill delivered this famous speech to the House of Commons on May 13, 1940, shortly after becoming Prime Minister, setting the tone for British resistance during World War II. Question 76. What was the principal cause of the peasants' revolt in 1381? A. The introduction of the poll tax. B. The abolition of serfdom. C. The loss of the 100 Years' War. D. The signing of the Magna Carta. Answer. A. The introduction of the poll tax. The peasants' revolt in 1381 was primarily triggered by the imposition of a poll tax, which was seen as an unfair burden on the peasantry. Question 77. Name the British naval vessel that famously sank in 1545 and was raised in 1982. A. HMS Victory. B. HMS Beagle. C. HMS Bounty. D. Mary Rose. Answer. D. Mary Rose. The Mary Rose was a Tudor warship in the English Navy of King Henry VIII that sank in 1545 and was raised from the seabed in a complex operation in 1982. Question 78. What was the outcome of the Battle of Bosworth Field? A. Victory for Henry VII, marking the end of the Wars of the Roses. B. A decisive victory for Richard III. C. The beginning of the Tudor dynasty. D. Both A and C. Answer: D. Both A and C. The Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485 resulted in a victory for Henry Tudor, Henry VII, marking the end of the Wars of the Roses and the beginning of the Tudor dynasty. Question 79. Which British law first granted the right of workers to form trade unions? A. The Combination Acts of 1799. B. The Trade Union Act of 1871. C. The Factory Acts. D. The Health and Safety at Work Act. Answer: B. The Trade Union Act of 1871. This act legalized trade unions in the UK, allowing workers the right to band together to protect their interests. Question 80. Describe the contribution of Alan Turing to World War II. A. He led British forces in the Battle of Britain. B. He developed the radar system. C. He played a crucial role in deciphering the Enigma code. D. He invented the atomic bomb. Answer: C. He played a crucial role in deciphering the Enigma code. Alan Turing's work at Bletchley Park on decrypting the Enigma code used by Nazi Germany contributed significantly to the Allied war effort. Question 81. What triggered the UK-wide referendum on EU membership in 2016? A. Economic recession. B. Political promises during the general election campaign. C. A petition with over 1 million signatures. D. Requirements by the EU. Answer: B. Political promises during the general election campaign. The referendum on EU membership, known as Brexit, was held following promises made during the general election campaign, reflecting growing debates on the UK's relationship with the EU. Question 82. Name the disease that led to widespread vaccination efforts in the UK in the late 18th century. A. Smallpox. B. The Black Death. C. Tuberculosis. D. Influenza. Answer: A. Smallpox. The widespread vaccination efforts in the UK in the late 18th century were primarily against smallpox, following Edward Jenner's development of the vaccine. Question 83. What was the primary economic policy of Thatcherism? A. Nationalization of key industries. B. Deregulation and privatization of state-owned enterprises. C. Expansion of the welfare state. D. Implementation of high tax rates. Answer: B. Deregulation and privatization of state-owned enterprises. Thatcherism, the economic policies associated with Margaret Thatcher, emphasized deregulation, free markets, and the privatization of state-owned enterprises. Question 84. Who wrote the influential work, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman? A. Mary Wollstonecraft. B. Jane Austen. C. Virginia Woolf. D. Emily Bronte. Answer: A. Mary Wollstonecraft. A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, written by Mary Wollstonecraft in 1792, is a foundational text in the history of feminist thought. Question 85. What historical era is associated with the construction of Offa's Dyke? A. The Roman occupation of Britain. B. The Viking Age. C. The Anglo-Saxon period. D. The Norman Conquest. Answer: C. The Anglo-Saxon period. Offa's Dyke, a large earthwork boundary, is associated with the Anglo-Saxon period, attributed to King Offa of Mercia in the 8th century. Question 86. What event is the Gunpowder Plot of 1605 best known for attempting? A. To restore Catholicism in England. B. To assassinate King James I and blow up the Houses of Parliament. C. To declare independence from Spain. D. To start the English Civil War. Answer. B. To assassinate King James I and blow up the Houses of Parliament. The Gunpowder Plot of 1605 was a failed attempt by a group of English Catholics to assassinate King James I and destroy the Houses of Parliament to promote the Catholic faith. Question 87. Which British colony was returned to China in 1997? A. India. B. Australia. C. Hong Kong. D. Canada. Answer. C. Hong Kong. Hong Kong was returned to China in 1997 after being a British colony since the mid-19th century, marking the end of British rule under the terms of the Sino-British Joint Declaration. Question 88. What architectural movement is Sir Christopher Wren associated with? A. Gothic Revival. B. Baroque. C. Modernism. D. Brutalism. Answer. B. Baroque. Sir Christopher Wren is associated with the Baroque architectural movement, most notably for his design of St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Question 89. Which document established the principle of judicial independence in the UK? A. The Magna Carta. B. The Bill of Rights 1689. C. The Act of Settlement 1701. D. The Habeas Corpus Act. Answer. C. The Act of Settlement 1701. The Act of Settlement established the principle of judicial independence by ensuring that judges could only be removed by Parliament, not the monarch. Question 90. How did the welfare state in the UK expand after World War II? A. Through the privatisation of healthcare and education. B. By reducing social security benefits. C. Through the introduction of comprehensive social services like the NHS. D. By eliminating public housing. Answer. C. Through the introduction of comprehensive social services like the NHS. After World War II, the UK expanded the welfare state by introducing wide-ranging social services, including the National Health Service, NHS, to provide health care for all citizens. Question 91. What was the purpose of the Corn Laws in the 19th century? A. To reduce the price of bread. B. To encourage free trade. C. To protect British agriculture by imposing tariffs on imported grain. D. To promote the importation of corn. Answer. C. To protect British agriculture by imposing tariffs on imported grain. The Corn Laws were introduced to protect domestic agriculture, but were controversial for raising food prices and were repealed in 1846, leading to free trade policies. Question 92. Who led the first circumnavigation of the globe under the English flag? A. Christopher Columbus. B. James Cook. C. Francis Drake. D. John Cabot. Answer. C. Francis Drake. Sir Francis Drake led the first circumnavigation of the globe under the English flag between 1577 and 1580. Question 93. What was the primary result of the Acts of Union 1800? A. The establishment of the Commonwealth. B. The creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. C. The independence of the American colonies. D. The dissolution of the British Empire. Answer. B. The creation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The Acts of Union 1800 united the Kingdom of Great Britain and the Kingdom of Ireland into a single state, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Question 94. Name the king associated with the Royal Observatory's establishment in Greenwich. A. Charles II. B. George III. C. Edward VII. D. Henry VIII. Answer. A. Charles II. King Charles II is associated with the establishment of the Royal Observatory in Greenwich in 1675, part of his efforts to improve naval navigation. Question 95. What was the social and economic theory proposed by Adam Smith? A. Communism. B. Keynesian economics. C. The welfare state. D. The theory of moral sentiments and wealth of nations. Answer: D. The theory of moral sentiments and wealth of nations. Adam Smith is known for his works, The Theory of Moral Sentiments and An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of the Wealth of Nations, which laid the foundations for classical economics and the concept of the free market. Question 96. Describe the origin and purpose of the Magna Carta. A. To declare independence from France. B. To codify the laws of England. C. To limit the power of the monarchy and protect the rights of the nobility. D. To establish the Church of England. Answer: C. To limit the power of the monarchy and protect the rights of the nobility. The Magna Carta, signed in 1215, was a charter that limited the powers of the English monarch and laid down fundamental rights, marking an early step towards constitutional governance. Question 97. Who was the reigning monarch at the time of the Spanish Armada? A. Elizabeth I. B. James I. C. Henry VIII. D. Mary I. Answer: A. Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I was the reigning monarch during the time of the Spanish Armada in 1588, which was a failed attempt by Spain to invade England. Question 98. What significant legal change occurred with the Supreme Court Act 1981? A. It established the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom. B. It abolished the House of Lords' judicial functions. C. It created the position of the Lord Chancellor. D. It separated the judicial and legislative roles of the House of Lords. Answer: D. It separated the judicial and legislative roles of the House of Lords. The Supreme Court Act 1981 was a significant step in reforming the UK's legal system, leading to the creation of a separate Supreme Court in 2009. Question 99. What was the primary cause of the English Reformation? A. The influence of the Renaissance. B. Disagreements over theological doctrines with the Catholic Church. C. King Henry VIII's desire for a male heir and his subsequent break with the Catholic Church. D. Economic pressures from within England. Answer: C. King Henry VIII's desire for a male heir and his subsequent break with the Catholic Church. The English Reformation was significantly driven by King Henry VIII's personal and political motives, leading to the establishment of the Church of England. Question 100. What contribution did Florence Nightingale make to British society? A. She founded the modern nursing profession. B. She was the first female Prime Minister. C. She led the women's suffrage movement. D. She established the first public school system. Answer: A. She founded the modern nursing profession. Florence Nightingale is celebrated for her pioneering work in nursing, particularly her contributions during the Crimean War, which led to significant improvements in the care of wounded soldiers and the establishment of modern nursing practices.